He knew what he was getting into, and he says he is ready. Mike Linnington is the new CEO of the embattled nonprofit Wounded Warrior Project.
New day, focus on the future, new boss. We're streamlining our organization, and we're going to get on with it.
He says he'd been on the job for just 14 days, but News 4 Jax today observed some subtle changes that have already been made at the headquarters of Wounded Warrior Project on Jacksonville's south side.
I got the chance to interview the new CEO, Mike Linnington, one-on-one this morning, and walking into the building, it was a different feel. I'm going to show you. Take a look. The nonprofit had its own photographer recording us as our I-team conducted the last interview at Wounded Warrior headquarters. This was back in January, and employees, they were free to walk around Lindsay Gardner, as well as the person picked for us to be interviewed by the nonprofit. A couple of stools you saw brought in for them to sit on. Today, it was the CEO, Mike Linnington, and me. No extra photographer recording us. There was a public relations person standing nearby, never interrupted our interview, and the chairs much more comfortable, and they actually posted signs letting passers-by know this area was off limits during our interview. This was a different feel and what seems to be a different regime. Welcoming home and helping wounded warriors is what Mike Linnington says motivates him.
Watching what they overcame, how they overcome the challenges they were provided really was something inspirational to me.
Linnington says it was, in part, the controversy surrounding Wounded Warrior Project that pushed him to fight for the job as the nonprofit's chief executive officer and reestablish the organization's mission.
I just want to assure people that we will continue to focus on what's important, which is the warriors, the families, and their caregivers, and we'll do our very best to take care of them. At the end of the day, I don't want our warriors to suffer the impact of any loss of trust or confidence in Wounded Warrior Project.
This is the ingrained image we have of the old regime at the nonprofit. They ousted CEO Steve Nardizzi, rappelling down the side of a five-star hotel during this annual employee conference. Other meetings show Nardizzi riding into the conference on a horse, another on a Segway. All of these images top the reports of extravagant spending by and for employees. There was no conference like this scheduled for this year, a culture Linnington says he's here to dissect. That includes streamlining from the top, with more than a dozen executives pulling in six-figure salaries, according to the most recent tax documents. And speaking of your team, I know that you have 16 executive vice presidents.
Right, we're looking at that too, Joy. Yeah, we're looking at that.
That's a lot, and a lot of money going to the management.
We'll be ready to announce changes in that regard soon as well.
Insiders who have been fired by the nonprofit have told us about a culture of fear amid employees, though Linnington says he hasn't seen or felt evidence of intimidation within Wounded Warrior Project in the visits he's had at satellite offices nationwide. From the hundreds of emails he says he's received to an anonymous survey he plans to conduct, he's encouraging employees to voice their opinions.
What separates organizations that are improving from declining are feedback from those they serve and feedback from within. You listen to that feedback, you take those suggestions, you're very transparent with folks on what you can do, you can't do, and then you just continue to improve.
There has been a lot of focus on spending practices at Wounded Warrior Project. Online right now, you can watch my entire uncut interview with new CEO Mike Linnington, where I asked him about the U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee investigating the nonprofit and about the lawsuits Wounded Warrior Project filed against two veterans. All of that is online right now. Tonight at 10, the direct message Linnington has for injured veterans, those wounded warriors out there who desperately need help to survive. That's tonight at 10. Tom?
Thank you, Joy. Linnington maintains Wounded Warrior Project will be transparent moving forward. However, we want you to know the charity set conditions for the interview you just saw. Linnington was not willing to be questioned by the I-Team, which back in January exposed a long list of improprieties under the charity's previous management. I-Team investigator Lindsay Gardner is joining us now, having just talked with the whistleblower whose allegations contributed to the crisis of confidence about this charity. Lindsay?
Tom, I also was able to talk today with Senator Chuck Grassley's office. He is the senator spearheading the Senate Judiciary Committee review of Wounded Warrior Project. Tonight, they tell me they still have unanswered questions, mainly about financials. But today's interview did sit well with that former employee who raised red flags to lead to our I-Team investigation. Eric Millett hearing firsthand from the new CEO of Wounded Warrior Project, 8 months after he was the only former employee to attach his name and face to the allegations of wasteful and lavish spending on staff and not warriors, blowing the doors open on the organization's inner circle.
So it's very promising to listen to this interview and see where he's coming from, and that he's focused on the mission and the values and putting them back in line. Because when this originally started, it wasn't an attack on Wounded Warrior Project, it was an attack on the culture, and it was an attack on the frivolous spending.
Do you feel like you get a sense of a new chapter for Wounded Warrior Project in listening to this?
I do. I like the fact that he has a military background, that he has seen combat. I especially like the fact that he brought up the invisible wounds of war, because Wounded Warrior Project in the past has targeted such a small population, especially with their marketing and their advertising, of those that are severely wounded.
Senator Chuck Grassley's office told me today the Senate Judiciary Committee still has concerns, including accuracy of the amounts spent on veterans, why there is no written work product for the independent review ordered by the board of directors in the wake of the scandal, justification to count fundraising solicitations as spending on behalf of veterans, and significant concerns about the long-term support trust. Do you have a faith in this Senate process?
I have faith in the Senate process, and if he cannot provide that documentation, I would not blame him. I would blame the board.
But to Millett, he feels there is still one more apology to be made.
It's great that they apologize to the donors, but what about to the warriors? That's who they owe the biggest apology to, because so much more could have been done with all that money.
We know the CEO and the CFO both asked to meet with that Senate Judiciary Committee. That meeting is going to happen next week. A Wounded Warrior Project spokesman told us this afternoon the independent review findings were only given orally, so we will follow up with what senators receive. I also checked Charity Navigator, which still has Wounded Warrior Project on their charity watch list, and Charity Watch lists the organization at a C.
Thank you, Lindsay.